Hey guys, ColdBrew here, back with Diablo Immortal, and today I'm going to be discussing about one of the legendary gems, the 5-star ones that doesn't see so much use. It does have some use currently for some of the classes, but I think it's going to be the one used by all the classes out there, especially in the combination of the 6-piece bonus. Alright, the 6-piece bonus that will be available once we get to level 150 and onwards. We'll be able to get the set rings. Those set rings will give you the extra set bonuses, and those are going to be huge. But this specific set has, I consider, the best possible bonus that you want to be having, right? The best possible outcome in terms of turning a fight upside down, right? Let's go over and see the sets which are available. I'll just go over to my, well, I do have I think the 2-piece set equipped already right here. So we'll have a look at the set and we'll start this. It's the Flagellant set, right? The Grace of Flagellant, the Grace set. This is all about continual damage, channel damage, persistent ground damage. Every single class in the game currently has a sort of damage that's either continual, channeled, or persistent. The Barbarians got the Whirlwind. The mages, the wizards got their, their beams. Of course, the Crusaders have so much, both channeled, both continual damage, both persistent ground damage. Even the Demon Hunters do have. The monks, I'm not so sure about the monks. I think they do have some which are like bleeds. The Necros have for sure, and of course the Barbs got the Whirlwind, right? And then when you get the 4-piece bonus, you get each time you damage an individual enemy 5 times, you'll do 4,000 additional damage to that enemy, which is very, very good, especially for single target, especially when enemies have higher health. So the elites and the yellow elites, whatever those are called, which are more difficult to kill, that's an additional damage that you will be doing to them. And then on the 6-set bonus, have a look at that. Each time you deal damage, you have a 4% chance to unleash a lightning strike, dealing 24,000 damage to all nearby enemies and stunning them for 1 second. This is insane. All right, this is a 1-second stun, so a total incapacitate of a group of enemies at a 4% chance. You might think 4% chance is low, but it's not when you're just dishing every single skill that you have on your enemies. Something will eventually proc this and do a big burst of both damage and control to a group of enemies. This can only be done every 40 seconds, which is quite long, but it's still good to consider with this legendary gem, the Chip of the Stone Flesh, right? I do use Chip of the Stone Flesh for the specific setup that I run for PvP currently, because it does have a control skill in it. But the Crusader doesn't really use a lot of control skills when they're farming, okay? When they're farming, they don't have a lot of stuns. And the 6-set bonus from the Grey set will be huge for that, both for farming but also for PvP, because it will add an additional layer of control. And let's have a look at what the Chip of the Stone Flesh does. I've got a 4-star right there. All right, before we go to see that, let's just look at the price of the chip. 4-star. When I bought it for 72,000 platinum, which is insanely low. I don't know the prices right now, but I think they're about the same. Let's have a look at Chip of the Stone. There's 35,000 for the 2 out of 5. And will we be lucky and find a cheap one? Look at that. 70,000, 70,000, 70,000. These go for such a low price, and the power that you get from a 4-star is insane. If you can get it to level 4, level 3, this is huge. Just the resonance that you get is a lot. And the 3-stars are, it's not that they're much more expensive. The 3-star, it's only a little bit of a difference from a 4-star, but still you can get a 4-star for 70,000, which is very, very low. If you're lucky with selling some stuff, you can get to 70k. And usually the Chip of the Stone Flesh are the cheapest ones, well, which I've found so far in playing. I think the most expensive ones are Blood Soaked Jades and Seeping Bowls, but Seeping Bowls drop a little bit, Blood Soaks never drop. Anyway, back to the gem, right? What Chip of the Stone Flesh does, when you level it up, it helps you unlock more damage dealt to that specific enemy, which experiences total loss of control, right? Many classes have total loss of control, like a stun, a fear, but other sources like blinds also work for this. They didn't specifically mention it when they changed the wording on it, but blinds also work on this. And freezes also work on this. If you want to test it on your own, you have to equip a chip of the stone flesh and attack a target, and you will see the target being petrified. He will be like a stone. That's the chip of the stone flesh. Well, I don't know, the graphic, okay? Similarly to what the sipping ball does, when you'll see them have a green like glow around them, that's how chip of the stone flesh works as well. All right. And when the curse expires, enemies explode for 45% of all damage taken during its duration, up to a maximum of 270% base damage. So that's insane. So for the duration of the control that you will do, all the damage that is dealt to them, so think of PvP situations, think of PvE situations where you're trying to take down a big elite group as a party when you're doing a dungeon, maybe a hardened dungeon, then that will be huge when you are managing to control that specific enemy. And if it's controllable, if you can stun that specific enemy, then it will take all that damage dealt to it up to a 270% base. Not only that, damage taken by victims of the explosive curse is increased by 6%. And this percentage here goes up with more ranks that you get on your chip of the stone flesh. And you'll see that if I ever got this to rank 5, this will jump from 6% to 12%. And I think the maximum is 24% more damage dealt while the curse is on enemies. So I think this gem, because of this set, will go both up in price and also up in usage. More classes will be thinking about using it because of the gray set. I think the gray set is insane. Many of the sets have a very good 6-set bonus, but the gray set very well benefits from chip of the stone flesh. I was very mindful of chip of the stone flesh at the start for the Crusaders specifically, because there's not many builds which I use it. And with the combination of the gray set, with the combination of a specific build that I have in mind, and also with Howler's Call, at least to 5 stars, to rank 5, you have a very good chance also to stun there. So you combine Howlers, you combine the gray set and chip, and you have a very good combination of both control and a lot of damage burst potential. So yeah, that was it. I think many sets will also come into play as we unlock more and more pieces. Hopefully we'll get more stash space, because I'm already low on stash space. And once I get to 150 and start equipping the gear, I'll be able to have a few more pieces available to be placed here and be able to play around with all the sets and give you guys more videos on which, you know, gems I think could be used for specific builds. And of course, eventually change also my class, because I want to try more of the other classes. I've done a lot of time on the Crusader already, but I want to try out, you know, the combinations that I can do for other classes and see what videos I can come up with them. So guys, if you found this video helpful or have any comments, leave them down below. I'm always open to discussion over in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.